Hello everybody and welcome back to another declutter. This is too much. This is the reason why I'm doing a declutter, because every time I open up my drawer it's just chaos. So these are all of my blushes. I know it's so bad. I have way too many, but for some reason I can't get rid of any of them. So I'm gonna try and get rid of half here. I don't know if I can do it, but I mainly want to get rid of some duplicates and then things that I haven't used in forever. But this is just gonna hurt, so let's just get into it and lay these all out. My goal at the bare minimum is to get everything to comfortably fit in this bin. This is from Target. I don't know, it just fits in my drawer. All my organizers are just random. Okay, so here are all of my blushes. I'm going to actually move these aside and start with powders. I'm going to put those with the creams as well. I'm going to start with powders because this is more manageable. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 powders. Okay, let's just get into it. So starting with one that I know I'm going to keep, this Pat McGrath blush in Divine Rose. I got this in PR. I literally can't stop using this. I want to get another shade. Clearly I don't need to, but if I could declutter enough where I could justify being okay with another shade. But this one is a beautiful cooler toned blush that doesn't just pull purple or gray on me. It's stunning. I love it so much, so I'm definitely keeping that. I'm also going to keep this Bare Minerals bronzer in the shade Kiss of Pink. This is a gorgeous warm toned pink. It's way more pigmented and definitely really shimmery compared to that Pat McGrath blush. You can kind of see it there. It almost looks peachy compared to the Pat McGrath one, but I do really like it. I think the bronzers are a little bit overrated, at least this one right here, but I like the Kiss of Pink. And then I also like Cosmetics Faded Clementine. I want to pull this one out more because I don't use it often, but it's an orangier blush. It's not super orange on my skin though, it's more of like a neutrally warm color. I don't know if you can see it there. This kind of looks like Magic Hour, Venetian Rose, and Faded Clementine, but I'm gonna keep that one because I did really enjoy it. I want to swatch this Cover FX blush in Soft Peach because I feel like this could be similar to Faded Clementine. It's more pinky. I don't know, I haven't reached for this at all in 2020, and I did really love it when I first got it, but it's just not my favorite formula because it's super pigmented. But it's hard because I haven't used it in so long. I'm gonna put this one in the maybe pile though, because I literally haven't reached for it at all in the 7 months of 2021. Sorry, I think I said 2020. But it's honestly probably been a year since I pulled this out, so I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. Then I decluttered the Chantecaille blush in Grace. I got this really kindly as a gift from a friend, but I just don't use it, and it's so expensive that I feel bad it's just sitting here. I literally haven't touched it, so I'm gonna get rid of this because someone else will really be happy to have this in their collection, because I see a lot of people putting this on their wish list, and I literally have it in my collection, and I have for months, and I haven't touched it at all, so it clearly isn't getting the love that it deserves with me, so I'm going to declutter that one. I'm going to keep the Hourglass Sublime Flush blush. I probably don't need to, but it's a lot cooler of a pink compared to these other ones. It's like a cool bright pink versus these are like a cool tone but darker pink, and that's a warm pink. So I don't know, it makes sense in my head, and I do enjoy it and I pull for it a lot, so if I'm going to use it I might as well keep it. These two I'm unsure about. I think this Hourglass one I need to use more, but last time I used it I didn't love it because it's like pretty orangey on me. And then this one I just also didn't love on my skin because I think it's just too pigmented and too shimmery. I don't know, like that's just a lot on my skin tone. So I think I'm gonna keep the Hourglass one and get rid of this Bare Minerals bronzer and Kiss of Rose just because, I don't know, I think sheared out they're probably pretty similar on the cheeks, and I like the Hourglass formula more, so I'm going to declutter this one. I do like Kiss of Pink a lot, but I just think Kiss of Rose isn't great on my skin tone. Okay, so that is keeping 5 powder blushes and getting rid of 3. I don't think that's too bad. Again, the Cover FX is in the maybe pile, but I don't think that's bad. I'm gonna go ahead and start organizing these in here. This friggin' M Cosmetics one is so big, and it's going to be the reason why I have to get rid of another one. But they're my powders. I've honestly been reaching for powders a lot more nowadays when I usually reach for creams. Like, I've been reaching for this Pat McGrath one every single day. So I think that's good, but now let's get into the real horror, which is my creams. So here are all my creams. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 cream blushes, which is just too much for me personally. So I'm gonna go ahead and organize these into categories, like color categories, so I can swatch things and see how similar they are to one another. So this is what we're looking at. Let's start with these because this is easy. These are my 3 favorite blushes basically. So I don't think I'm gonna get rid of any of these. This is the Say Dew blush in the shade Rosy. Looks like that. I'm scared that these will literally all be identical. Okay, this one is definitely more like rose toned and that one's more peachy. This is Tower 28 Magic Hour, by the way, and then this is MAC Glow Clay Blush in the shade So Natural. Such a fun cream to powder formula. Okay, good. These are like all not the same. I just use them for the same purpose. I don't know how good the lighting is, but I'm gonna keep all 3 of those, and then just to see, I'm gonna swatch the peachy shades now next to this Say Beauty one. This is Tower 28 Rush Hour. That one's a little bit more bright of a peach, but they look pretty similar. And then Glossier Cloud Paint and Beam. I haven't used this in a hot minute. So this is what these look like. They honestly all look pretty similar. Yeah, sorry about that, but I'm gonna get rid of Glossier Beam actually because it looks so similar to these other ones. It's not an exact shade dupe, but it'll give me the same effect as this Tower 28 one. And I just hate the bottle of this. I love the formula, but I don't like squeezing this out. I'm gonna get rid of this while it's not expired and someone can actually enjoy it. I keep forgetting to say this, but I am selling makeup that is able to be sold, so either things that I bought myself and weren't PR, or they're not expired. So check out my Instagram, Ash Beauty Corner, and I think like after this video is posted that same day or the next day, I will be posting things on my story, and if it doesn't get sold, I will post it on my declutter account, which is linked in my bio. So I'm gonna get rid of Glossier Beam. Honestly feel like I should get rid of more since these are so similar, but like I can't get rid of my Tower 28 blushes. They're just my favorite, so I can't get rid of those. I'm gonna go ahead and erase the Glossier one so I can kind of see what I'm working with. And honestly, I don't think I want to get rid of any of those because these 3 are ones that I use the most often. So I'm gonna keep those, and then I have one peachy option. Let's do the weird category of colors that just don't fit anywhere else. M Cosmetics Little Lilac. Oops. The dropper does work on mine. In case, I don't know, if you don't know how to use a dropper, you need to push out the air before you put the dropper in and then collect the product, and then that's how you get stuff out. You can't push it when it's in the bottle. I mean, you can, but it's... Anyways. That was way too much, but that's what that looks like. I love the color of it. The formula is not for me. It is too dewy, and it doesn't dry down, and yeah, I don't mind it other than that. If they made a stick version of this, I would buy it, but the formula is just too dewy and doesn't dry down, and I'm just not a fan of the serum drops. But this one I like because it's more of like a pinky, a really cool tone pink color on my skin. It's not straight up purple. So I think someone will really enjoy this, especially if you have fair skin. So I'm gonna get rid of that, but I hope someone does enjoy that one. And then Melt Lynx. This is new to me, so I'm gonna keep it. I honestly don't know if I love this color as a blush on me. It's pretty like bronzy, and I haven't decided if I like it as a blush on me, but I like the formula and I'm still testing it out, so I'm gonna keep it. Okay, and then pinks. Let's do the pinks. So this Daniel Sandler watercolor blush in Luxe, I got this as a gift again. I feel like I'm so bad about decluttering gifts, but I'm not a fan of liquid products when they don't have a doe foot. Basically, the Say is the only liquid product that I've ever liked, and the Rare Beauty one, because they both are on doe foots. I don't want to have to drop this out in my hand, and the color isn't anything unique to me. I honestly think it fits into this category of being like a neutral. So I'm going to get rid of it and see if anyone wants it, because I'm just not a fan of the application, but I know a lot of people love this formula. I'm going to get rid of that one. And then these three are all pinks, and this is what I stay awake at night thinking about, is how I'm going to choose between these. Because they're all pretty similar. I'm actually going to pull out these pink blushes that I kept. I don't think the Bare Minimal ones are similar, but this Hourglass Sublime Flush, I want to see. That looks so pale when I swatch it, but I swear on the skin, it works. This is so sheer. To be honest, I never use the Patrick Ta blushes, even though I do love the colors of them. This just doesn't last very well on me. So let me swatch all three of these. Melt Polish, I'm keeping for sure. And then this is Patrick Ta. It's more of like a bubblegum candy pink. And then Fenty Beauty. I thought these were more similar than they were. This one is definitely more of a deeper pink though, and this one is way more grapefruit red. Okay, why are these all so different? I was counting on being able to declutter so many of these. Okay. I'm keeping Melt, so I don't have to think about that one. And then these two, I kind of want to declutter them both, but I'm not sure. I know that I can get more, like, someone else can enjoy the Patrick Ta one more, because I don't know if I can really give away this Fenty Beauty one, but the Patrick Ta one is so much bigger. Okay, I'm gonna put both of these in the maybe pile because I should get rid of both of them, but I don't know if I can. And let's go on to these bronzy ones to avoid. So one that I know I can get rid of is the Tower 28 Bronzino in Best Coast. I kept this as a blush even though it is a bronzer, but like I have too many shades that are like this bronzy color, so I'm just gonna declutter that one. I got it in PR, so I'll probably just give it to a friend. And then leaves us with these. So I'm gonna start with the two berry tones. I don't think I'm gonna get rid of either of these because they're only two, and I love them both. But man, I hate this glossy packaging. Okay, these are actually not similar at all. So I'm going to keep the Tower 28 and then leave this to compare with Nude Sticks Sunkissed. I think will be similar. Oh yeah, that's like the same shade almost. And then let's also swatch it next to Tower 28 Power Hour, which I think will also be a similar shade. Okay, that is identical. Yeah, those are the same. So this one has a little bit more brown in it, but I think on the cheeks these all will look the exact same. And then Patrick Ta She's So LA, I think is a little bit different than these. This has like, I don't know, it's pretty similar, but it has less of that like purpley red in it, I guess. Okay, this, we need to do some work here. While I'm here, I'm just gonna swatch the last blush, which is Kosas Tropic Equinox. Okay, now those I feel like are similar on the cheeks. So I feel like these are all similar to each other. So like this Glossier is really similar to this Tower 28, and then this one's in the middle. And then this one goes right here, and this one goes here. And these two aren't similar, but these are similar, and these are, I don't know. These know what I'm saying? But the ones that I know I'm gonna keep are Kosas and Tower 28. So Kosas is right here, and I feel like that means I can get rid of this Patrick Ta She's So LA. I do enjoy the color, but I never use this powder, and the formula doesn't really last on my face. So I think I am just gonna get rid of that one, as much as it hurts. And then I'm gonna get rid of, honestly, these three are all so similar that I think I'm just gonna get rid of both of these. Nude Stick Sunkissed, I haven't used in so long, and I love the color on me. Okay, I do not remember what I was talking about because I had to go help my roommate with something, but I'm gonna keep the Tower 28 and the Kosas, and I just think that these three are so similar to the Tower 28 one, and it's not a shade that I reach for every day. I do love the shade, but I'm never gonna go through the Tower 28 one, and it's my favorite formula, so I'm gonna get rid of Patrick Ta since it doesn't match, or the formula doesn't last on me. I really like the formula of Nude Stick Sunkissed because it's more matte, and compared to Tower 28, this one actually dries down. Same with Glossier Storm. But I'm going to put Nude Stick Sunkissed in the maybe pile, and I'm actually going to declutter Glossier Storm. I love this one when I first tried it because the tone is perfect on me, but it's the same tone as Tower 28, and I just never reach for this because the application sucks. So I'm going to get rid of that one and keep these two. And wow, this is my cream blush collection. Isn't this unbelievable? I'm almost in shock. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cream blushes. That's really good for me. So I'm going to organize these, and then we're going to go through the end little category. Pardon me, look how much space I have. I put MAC here since it's kind of a powder. I definitely have room for the one Graph one that I do want, even though I know I don't need it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 powders, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creams, and then 1 hybrid. That is phenomenal. I'm so happy with this. That's 14 total, which is still a lot, but this is very reasonable to me. I almost just want to get rid of all of these because I feel so good about not having many. Cover FX Soft Peach, the fact is I haven't reached for it in a year, and as much, oh my gosh, I'm so upset. I literally just nicked my finger in that, which means it'll probably not sell for much money. Dang it. Well, there's not much taken out of it, and I'm sad about that now, but I'm gonna get rid of this because I literally haven't reached for it in so long. I think I just, whenever I pull these in my Shop My Stash, I never reach for them. I like never do. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of them. Fenty Petal Poppin' will probably just be super cheap, or I'll just give it to my mom or something. And then Patrick Ta, She's That Girl. I love the blush color, but I've used it like 2 or 3 times, which is ridiculous. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. And then Nude Sticks Sunkissed. I don't know if I should get rid of this one or not. I'm getting rid of 11, keeping 14, and this is like the leftover. I really want to keep it, but I think I am just gonna get rid of it because I know myself, and I know I don't really reach for it that much anymore, and I have the Tower 28 one if I want the color. I do like how this one dries down, but it doesn't matter how much I like the color or the formula. If I'm not reaching for it, it's not worth keeping in my collection. So out of all of these, I'm almost getting rid of half, and that, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. The only one I want to keep testing like a little bit is Bare Minerals Bronzer. I will place this on my vanity, and if I use it and suddenly decide I love it, I won't get rid of it. But other than that, this is the plan on what I'm decluttering. I think almost all of this will probably get sold on my Instagram, except for these 2, or these 3 actually. I'll probably include as gifts if you buy one of these blushes. If you're like the first 3 people to buy them, then you can have one of these. Is probably what I'll do. So if you're interested in that, check out my Instagram. But oh my gosh, aren't you guys proud of me? This is like over half of my blush, or almost half of my blushes decluttered, and this does not feel overwhelming to me, and I'm actually so happy. I thought I would be stressed about getting rid of all of these, but now that it's empty, I just feel so happy that I can look in here, and these are literally all of my #1 favorite cream blushes, and it just makes me so much less stressed out. So I was worried about this category because I was looking at this and I was like, you know, I don't think I can declutter much in here, but I'm really proud of myself, you guys. This is really great for a cream blush lover. Under 15 blushes, maybe a lot for some people, but for me, this is phenomenal. And I don't know, I'm just really proud of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, this is what I'm keeping, and this is what I'm getting rid of. Super great. If you're interested in any of these, I can stand by the formula for almost all of them. I think someone will enjoy these, so if you're interested in them, check out my Instagram, and you can get them if you want. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to see more of the categories, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!